Hello everybody, my name is Birlap, and today I'm going to be reading your DMs that you sent me, and you guys are going to tell me about your love lives, and I'm going to react to them because I am the love doctor. So let's do this. My first date with a guy, he invited his friend and took me to his grandma's restaurant, and at the end had me clean the tables and vacuum before he would take me home. Oh, and then there's another story right after that. Another more interesting story is that I was talking to this guy last year, and he told the assistant principal at the school that I was stalking him, so I got in trouble for it. But then it got worse because he started showing up at my house over the summer. But get this, I never gave him my address. He is still stalking me, but nobody believes me, and apparently he's trying to get his friends to come to my house with baseball bats. I don't even know if I should keep this in the video. Great content, but I don't know if I should keep that in the video. That sounds pretty bad. Definitely call the police. But to the first one, that's really funny because I've had a similar thing happen to me. One time I went on a date with a girl, and she asked me if we could stop by Publix on our way home, and it was our first date, and we barely knew each other. So on my way home from the date, stopped at Publix, she got groceries, and then I took her groceries back and helped her unload them into her refrigerator on the first date. There was not a second date. I have a friend who is an online friend. We talk and play games all the time. He lives 7 hours away. I'm also scared to tell him I like him. What do I do? My first question would be, have you guys seen what the other looks like? Like, have you guys turned on your cameras or sent each other like picture? Yo, pause. Have you seen each other's Instagrams? It's not everything, but it is important to at least know what the other person looks like. My other red flag is 7 hours away is quite the distance. Me personally, I live in Miami, and Orlando is like 4 to 5 hour drive away from me, and my entire adulthood, I don't think I have ever driven there. I've always flown. So 7 hours is quite a bit of a commitment, but if you really like this person, just do it. What's the worst that could happen? They say no? Cool. Then either you guys just go back to being friends, or you never talk to each other again. So just tell them. One moment that I remember from a past relationship was when my boyfriend at the time came up to me and showed me his skateboard, and he carved my name on it. That's really cute. Instead, I have this scar on my leg from a partner that I used to have. We were roasting marshmallows, and they were metal skewers, and it got really hot, and someone said, "That's super hot. You won't let someone brand you." They didn't brand me, but I do have right there. Now that will be on me forever. But that's cute. The skateboard thing is really cute. My ex told me I was crazy and insecure just because I broke up with him since he only thought about his job, and just because I don't want to have blank till marriage, and now he tries to gaslight me into thinking he wants me back, but I know it's not true. Okay, first thing I see about you, you got some other dude hugging you in your PFP. So is this like your ex? Is your ex trying to convince you to leave your boyfriend? Because if you're with your boyfriend right now, stay with your boyfriend and stay happy. Like, don't go back to your ex. But I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to wait until marriage or not wanting to, but when the other person starts to get upset with the other person about it, like, you guys should just not be together anymore. The gaslighting into thinking he wants you back, though, yeah, no, block him for sure. Definitely block him. Definitely block him. When I was around 18 to 19 years old, I was dating a college boy. College boys, they're an interesting breed. He was sweet, but eventually things started changing. He was very controlling and got angry when I didn't do things that would please his family. After about a year, he broke up with me because I was not fancy or elegant enough for approval of his family. I later found out that the real reason he broke up with me is because he was cheating with my high school bully who was on the cheerleading team with me. What is wrong with dudes, bro? The family thing is a red flag already to me because, at least me personally, like, I don't want someone who's like my family. Not that we don't get along, just like, they're not my vibe. I'm a completely different font than them. They wear like slacks, and I'm wearing a Gur hoodie. So I would already see that him wanting you to change to be more like his family as a red flag, because why would you want to date someone that's just like your family? Like, my family didn't like my significant other. It sucks to suck, man. Like, if you don't like them, then you don't like them. I love them, and maybe you not liking them says a lot about you because I love them. So that's a red flag. But I guess it all makes sense because it wasn't the real reason and he was cheating, which sucks. And I'm sorry to hear that. I got cheated on by my ex and now he's dating my old best friend. The amount of times I've heard this trope is so bizarre to me. Like, the amount of times I've heard of someone cheating on their significant other and getting with their best friend. It is beyond me. What is wrong with the world that we live in? I would never break up with someone and immediately after get with their best friend, bro. I would feel like so shitty about that. And I don't know how people can do that. I'm too like anxious to do stuff like that. I have to tell my partner everything, bro, because if I can't get it off my chest, it's going to weigh on me forever. And I have anxiety, man. So I gotta tell you. I don't know how people do it. So there's this guy at work that has been super flirty in a very confusing way. Part of it is his personality, but it also feels like more, question mark. Like he's walked me to my car, trimmed my hair without me asking him, trim your hair. Where do you guys work at a salon? I have a lot of questions, but I'm just gonna focus here. 2 months ago, I asked if he was just being friendly or if he was flirting, and he said friendly. But it's progressed somewhat since then. I cannot for the life of me tell if he likes me or is really just being friends because I haven't seen him interact with other girls like that. All right, I'm gonna be honest. I would confront them about it and be like, yo, this is how I feel about it. You're being really like friendly with me. Is this coming from somewhere? Because if it's not, you're giving me the wrong impression and you need to know that. And then if they persist and continue to do that, then you know that if they're telling you that they're friendly and they keep doing stuff like that, they're just using you or they're bored. At least for me, like that's how I am. Like I'm not a very affectionate and touchy-feely person, but because there are very few people, maybe like at least for me, like I've been in your situation before where it's like, you know, someone is just like a really flirty and outgoing and touchy person. And because you're not like that at all with anyone, you're reading into it and you're constantly questioning where it's coming from. And it makes you feel good. It makes you feel special, but you can't handle it. And then someone who it doesn't mean anything to just comes along and just like does it with us to be our friend and whatever. And it's just something they see as casual and unimportant completely when it's something we put a lot of weight on. It confuses us and we don't like to be confused. So you know what we're going to do? You and me. We're going to confront them about it. Depending on their answer, if they say something like, oh, you know, that's just how I've always been, you know, it's how I am with my friends. You have to be serious about it. You have to be super like, listen, you're making me think you like me. And then after they keep doing it, they're probably just either bored or you just can't handle being friends with someone like that because you're definitely going to catch feelings. I always do because I don't do that with anybody. So when there's that one person you're doing it with, even though they're doing it with all the other people, they're special to you, but you're not special to them. So leave. Peace out. Another advice. So I've been crushing on this guy I go to school with. We've worked on a couple of the same projects and had maybe one conversation in passing. But outside of that, we don't interact on a regular basis. I've been making every excuse to try and run into him around school, but I'm afraid that if/when we finally spend time together, he'll be drastically different from the imaginary version of him that I've been fantasizing about. I like you. You're kind of woke. I'm planning to recruit him for a project I'm leading in December, and if we vibe at work, I'll make a move. I'm also secretly in love with the idea of ordering him around and having him ask for my permission and approval. It's going so well. And you had to be horny at the end. And then at the end, just here's to playing the long game with a little salute emoji. I feel like that's something everyone's worried about, is falling in love with the idea of someone, but not the actual them, which to some degree, no matter what you do, will always happen. My advice to you would be is keep an open mind, because not everyone is going to be exactly the way that you picture them in your mind. But now you're going to be on a project with him, so now you're going to see what he's really like, and depending on what you see, I guess you will decide. Another one. There is this guy that I like. He had the prettiest smile, but I think he has feelings for one of my friends. I don't know what to do, because if I tell him I feel that, I will get friend zoned. He keeps leaving me on freaking scene. If someone is leaving you on red, you read between the lines and get out of there before they ruin your life, dude. They are not prioritizing you, and they never will. Get out. I think even in friendships, that's disrespectful as so if they're leaving you on red, you already have your answer. Don't even waste your time. I went to a pool party recently and I really hit it off with this guy. We may have kissed or whatever. We were texting afterwards and it was going fine until his friend started DMing me. All of a sudden, he ghosts me. I met his friend first. He was actually the one who invited me to the party. His friend started acting real sus and asking me for pictures as a joke. I told him I wasn't interested, but the guy I like won't even respond to me anymore. IDK, what to do? I feel played. It's the pro code. I get it. Like, if your boy is really likes this girl, it's messed up if you get with her. But from what I hear, he already kissed you, right? And it sounds like nothing happened between you and the other guy. So honestly, like, you should probably just confront the guy that you like and tell him, like, hey, did you stop talking to me because your friend like wants to get with me because I don't like your friend and I like you? And see what he says. Like, it's happened to me before where someone that's not really a friend but like an acquaintance has been like, yo, I kind of like I'm trying to get with her. And then because of them saying that, because I don't like to waste my time. So if I think someone else is getting involved, or at least this was my old, like the way I used to be, I thought someone was like wanting them or whatever, I was just kind of like, all right, fine, you know. And it might sound a little dumb, but I would be like, you know what, if they really want me, they won't fall for that person and they'll come and find me. So maybe he's like me and he just wants you to chase him a little bit or show a little bit of effort. I don't know, who knows. All right guys, that's it for this video. Comment below what other things I should have you guys DM me. I'll be in New York this week while this video is going up, recording some very nice videos with my friends. But for now, I'll see you in the comment section. I'll see you next week for another video. Peace.